Anyways, I'm gonna do some poems. I'm gonna take a little short break right here. My friend's gonna read some poems. Is that cool?
Yeah. Buffalo Soldier.
Hello? Okay, well, I'm not much of a poet, but, you know, I write sometimes, so fuck it, right? My name is Chris, and the flyer was Professor of Metaphors, Parmesan, or whatever. Anyways, this is called AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, because I think I'm representing right now. Alright. When I was 9, I banged my knee against a dresser and cried. Grown men don't cry, my dad scolded me while scratching his crotch. We drink. He pushed the content of my nose and said, "Drink, boy, be a man." He lounged on his chair with alcohol dripping from his bushy mustache and grinned as I sipped the salty liquid and cringed in disgust. I forced it down my throat and stopped crying, though I woke up with a hangover the next morning. When I was 16, my girlfriend dumped me like trash on the street. I went to hide in a hole and died when my dad consoled me and said, "You're worth better than her, muchacho. Women are like booze. They can keep you at ease, but too much of them and you wake up with a hangover in the morning." He laughed and wobbled to the cupboard and took out some cheap wine. "Drink, boy, this is your girlfriend now." I didn't cry and woke up with a hangover the next morning. When I was 19, my mother abandoned me and my dad in the middle of the night. In response, my dad coded a dark corner with a bottle of tequila in his hand and the eyes of a man who just lost his soul. He clutched his chest in agony with every shot we took. Then painstakingly said, "Remember, boy, grown men don't cry." He knocked out on the kitchen floor. I didn't cry and woke up the next day with a hangover. When I was 21, my dad died of a heart attack, and I went to his grave where broken beer bottles were his flowers. I took out a bottle of Bacardi 151, and no matter how much I drank, it seemed like I was one shot away from comfort. I knocked down the graveyard, I didn't cry, and I woke up with a hangover the next morning. Now I'm 24, it's been 15 years and I still haven't shed a tear. Okay. Just one more, I guess. Like I told you, I'm not that good, sorry. Okay, well, this is dedicated to a girl I know. It's kind of cheesy. It's a lot more cheesier than the last one. Anyways, it's called "I Saw a Girl."
That's hard to cheesy. You're called Parmesan.
Oh. It's called Parmesan. I saw a girl. Her beauty penetrated my heart like Cupid's arrow. My breath vanished into some vacuum, and all I could hear is the beating sound of my heart for every step she took closer to me. And my mind became insane, because then I saw her wedding 2 years later, you in a beautiful gown which drapes the floor into a sea of white. My mom was in tears, scrounging through Kleenex in her purse, while I stood nervous as a smiling angel walks towards me. Then I saw her daughter at her 10th birthday, yelling, "Daddy, what did you give me?" I smiled, went to the backyard and brought a Cocker Spaniel. Her eyes dazzled, yelling, "I love it, Daddy," my arm around your neck as the Cocker Spaniel jumps as much as her daughter. Then I hear, "Damn it, Chris, are you going to play some pool or what?" I rubbed my eyes in bewilderment to realize I was in the pool hall. I hit the ball towards the pocket, but it rattled and nested at the edge of the hole. I turn around grudgingly and realize she's still there. The girl who took my breath away. She smiles, shrugs her shoulders as if saying, sometimes the ball doesn't fall in the pocket, and walks away.